Hello viewers, importance of transit part 2. First, let me start with your query. In the previous video when I explained you that if your progression, major, minor, sub-minor, showing a positive result or a positive promise, still we didn't get the positive promise because it was countered by Ketu's transit. Now my viewers, one query that came to me, what if Maninder sir in that trine or in that activation houses through progression, Ketu itself is there in any of the houses? First of all, you have activated Ketu. The activation of Ketu in this case is definitely higher because it's a part of your progression as well. It's a part of your progressive planets as well. It's a part of that house in which Ketu is already there. In such a case, my viewers, you will be getting the results the moment Ketu crosses the degree of natal Ketu. I repeat, you will be getting the positive results which is hampered by Ketu only when the transit of Ketu crosses the degree of natal Ketu. When I say degree, right answer is even after crossing Ketu, 3 degree 20 minutes should be minimum is the waiting period. Before that only the Ketu activation effects are nullified. So this was one of the queries what I had from the previous video. Second, there was one discussion, one point was what is the effect of transit of planet over the same natal planet? Mars over Mars, Moon over Moon, or Mercury over Mercury, or Venus over Venus. Why I am coming up with these planets, not Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu and Ketu? Because the results from these two slow moving and fast moving planets are different. Now my viewers, you have to take again the ground from progression, sub, major and minor. I will show you this in my chart on my screen in my next video or so, if you can get it this way. This is again an advanced lecture. This is again an advanced study. Now, first of all, again work on the progression. Again work on the progressive houses and progressive planets which are activated through the progression at this point of time. Suppose this is your 30th year, this is your 42nd year, and the houses are in activation. Again the same concept. Maninder sir, can we compare it with Dasha factors? Yes. I've already told you in my previous session, Dasha is nothing but Moon's progression, and Bhrigunandi Nadi considers Jupiter progressions. Moon's progression is at Nakshatra's level, and Jupiter's progression is at houses level, considering the Rashis as well. Now when I say as per Jupiter's progression, already some houses, already planets are being activated. Now this activation when given by Jupiter is for 1 year. Jupiter's progression is yearly basis with degrees or without degrees. I'll explain you the concept behind that when we go through R.G. Rao sir's books, how he has taken the progression. I'll try to come up with the progression calculation in any of the videos, but it is a little difficult because that's a series. That can only be possible if I come up with a series of progression coming up with various cases. So now when I say in following all those cases, Jupiter's progression has been considered. Definitely, my viewers, Saturn transit, Saturn progression cannot be ignored, because once I'm coming up with these analysis, and if you put on this chart, but you are putting it incomplete because there are other factors to be observed. So considering all those factors, if I have taken the activation houses and the activation planets, that is for 1 year as per Jupiter. Now I'm not bringing Saturn into consideration. So it is for 1 year. Now when it is for 1 year, in that 1 year, if Mars or Mercury is an activation, in that 1 year, what will be their highest point of activation? The highest point of activation in that year of progression will be seen from the transit of Mars over Mars, Mercury over Mercury. Sir, can we see the contrary energies as well? Mars now over Mercury and Mercury over Mars, being the contrary energies, are nullifying the effects? Yes. Yes, that's very important. This is what I'm saying, viewers. It's a research. Get into the points. Opposite energies. Aaj, there's a particular 1 month or 1 year, and you are into some type of education preparation, and you get a friendly support from any of your friends who is supporting to you in that subject. That day, that week is very strong. You were very strong with your preparation. On the contrary, now you get a particular family friends or any person in your room or in your house who is against your energy, who hampers you, who makes you uncomfortable. You will say ki, Mummy, us time pe meri padhai achhi hui nahi. This is an example. So Mars over Mars, activating Mars at its fullest. I'm not saying positive or negative, that natal chart will decide. But I'm saying the power of Mars is at the highest point when Mars is transiting over Mars, Mercury is transiting over Mercury. Because in that progression period, which is the best period, in that 1 year, which is my best 45 days, which is my best 15 to 20 days if I take both Mars transit and Mercury transit days wise. Maninder sir, apart from this, can we also consider the transit of Mars and Mercury on trinal basis or 157 or 180 degrees? Yes. The results are observed then also. But the highest result is one same house. Mars over Mars, Mercury over Mercury. So I'm trying to come up with the points ki how to specialize on timing of events. दिख रहा है ये होगा as per the promise, but Ketu's transit हुआ ही नहीं, और फिर to that extent नहीं हुआ. Okay, once we are out of Ketu's transit हुआ, but in that 1 year, what is the right time? When is the best 45 days? So you have to see the planet transit over natal transit, and in that 45 days you want to see the highest of the result, then again work on the degrees, plus minus 3 degree 20 minutes either side, while approaching towards the planet, crossing the planet, both the sides. So my viewers, apply this in your chart. I'll be coming up with further details in my coming videos as well. Thank you, viewers.